Well, I just watched an awesome video on gold farms in Minecraft by this wonderful guy called UGLIEST, basically explaining the complexities of Nether Roof farms. So, yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, I didn't watch a video. I know how to do all of this inherently. Okay, let's make another gold farm. Now, in the alleged video that I watched, there were a couple different options, one of which being portal farms, and then another one of which would be like an agro-style farm, and then the one I'm gonna go with is I'm just gonna build a whole bunch of platforms on the nether roof and just like funnel the mobs to their death, because I am not about to kill all these guys by hand, because I want to just be able to sit overnight in my nether gold farm and get a whole bunch of gold that way, which is that's hopefully how that's gonna go. But I need a couple things. Really, I only need about like 2 things, like a crap ton of nether of magma blocks, and then a crap ton of turtle eggs, which I guess the zombified piglins like to trample. Okie dokie, it is time for an adventure to locate beaches. And once we find the beaches or riverbanks or whatever, we just need to find turtles is all we need to do. I was trying to avoid getting turtle eggs because they just feel like such an awful, annoying thing to get, but it is probably in my best interest that I do it this way, because otherwise there's not really many other good ways to lure zombified piglins. Alright, where can I find beaches? I may be going for a while. There's no turtles in this beach. I definitely could be at this for a while. Oh, this is a big beach! Turtles! Turtles! There's multiple turtles. We need much turtles for the eggs. You can hurry up. I only have all day. That was very fast. And you still have not given me an egg. There we go. That's a stuck touch, right? Thank you. That's 4. I actually need to look up a mechanic. Hold on. Okay, so it looks like a line of sight and 1 egg will perfectly suffice. Let's see if I can find any more sad, unfortunate... I'm doing very cruel things for this farm. I am stealing a mother's eggs. I am a good person. Now, I may just have to wait here for 5 minutes and then just get... No, there's more beaches. Never mind. Never mind. No, this isn't gonna work. Unless... There's turtles in here. Come to Papa. There we go. I'm going to take your eggs now. We do not distract you. Where is your home beach? There we go. That's what I'm looking for. There we go. Just 3? Just 2? I got 4 last time. Okay. Bah humbug. And these guys aren't hungry. I cannot breed them yet. Any minute now. And there we go. It looks like I only got 2 again. I'll take 2 though. It's better than nothing. Alright, probably about half an hour later, I now have everything my heart desires. Which way is home? This way is home. Okie dokie, I am home now. It is time to go into the nether and mine an obscene amount of magma blocks. Well, guys, I gathered a whole bunch of materials, and this is the site I have picked. This right here, I'm going to build the gold farm up really high so that no mobs are rendered except for the ones on the farm. And the idea is to spawn-proof it for guests and make it so that I get a whole bunch of drops really quickly. I'm not going to do, like, the super mostest efficient farm ever. In any case, it's time for a time-lapse. Let's go! So up there is the startings of a gold farm, but the thing is, it's too close to my nether base. They are all spawning here in the natural, in these like unnatural blocks up here. So I need to actually choose a spot that's far enough away so that this doesn't get rendered. Because as of right now, like, this was just flooded with stuff. Oh, hoo-hoo. Okay, well that's all taken care of. But I need to destroy this and locate another nether waste that is far away. And we jump into the hole. Oops. I didn't have my elytra equipped. That would have been really bad. Okay, so this is the nether wastes biome that I had originally selected, but it's still too close. So let's keep checking. This is good. This is definitely a lot farther away. Let's put a pin in this. So negative 148.25. Okay, let's give this a shot. Okay, so this is actually a lot farther away than I had originally thought. That right there is to the end portal. So I am halfway between the end portal and my actual base, and I cannot see anything for a very large distance, which means we have, in fact, chosen a location for my gold farm. Well, guys, I'm going to destroy this one and then build a new one in a brand new, actual for real time lapse. Well, it's working, and it looks like it's pretty efficient. So I've made the mob farm based off of a basic one. I can't remember exactly the name of the YouTuber, but I will link it in the description. But I based the design off of that, and then we're up pretty high. These blocks are the only spawnable blocks in the entirety of the world, and they are dropping like flies. This is probably about as fast as my Enderman farm, actually. But let's see, just for kicks and giggles, right? Let's see how much stuff are we actually getting. Hold on, let's check our chest system. Bottom, bottom, bottom. Yeah, all the stuff's dumping in here, and we've already got 2 stacks of gold nuggets. So we'll let this fill up. If it fills up completely by the time I'm done AFKing, oh well, I'll just have to actually suck it up and make the autocrafter recipe, but I don't want to do that. I feel like that's too much work. So instead, I'm just going to sit up here, I am going to AFK, and I am going to get my stuff that trickle in. Poo. So I don't know how long it's actually been, but we're gonna say it's been an hour. What did I get after an hour? And I cannot fly to save my life. Oh my goodness. If I were to say more realistically, it would have been about 45 minutes. I just got tired of waiting. I just want to see how much stuff I got. Alright, upsy daisies. Oh, come on. Ba-doo-ba-doo-boo-boo. I have a cat. What brushed on my arm if it wasn't a cat? I'm scared now. Something touched my arm and it wasn't anything. Okay, an hour. Ooh! An hour. Okay, is that... Okay, we'll say 45 minutes. So that means a full chest every 20 minutes. So let's take all our gold nuggies and condense them. I don't have a good spot to put the crafting table, but it's going there. I think I should definitely invest in an auto crafter. That would make this much easier. And then I can just funnel all of the rotten flesh to nothingness. I'll have like a dispenser. Yeah, we'll do that, and then we'll just let it despawn, and then we'll just auto craft and see how many gold blocks we got. But in 45 minutes, 25 gold blocks ain't that small. I mean, considering how much it takes to make a gold block, it takes, what is it, 81 ingots? Sorry, 81 nuggets, and you get like maybe 3 per drop, 3 per kill. That's a lot. That's a lot of gold. Okay. Realistically, time-lapsing a whole bunch of me messing with redstone trying to get stuff to work is not fun. So, in this case, I'm just going to cut to the point where I have the auto-crafter working. Now, the reason I've been procrastinating making the auto-crafter is because I don't want to have to learn how to use an auto-crafter. But I suppose I'm jumping in the deep end here. Okay, time for a test of this absolute block monstrosity of a project. But I am going to convert a couple gold blocks into a couple of, well, several stacks actually, of this stuff. And it should propagate through the system, and then that fired. And then, do we actually see golden blocks appearing at the end of my chest system? Fired? Okay. I'll bite. Let's take a look. Actually, I'm going to move this pillar. Okie dokie, so I've moved the ladder to be near the access, and it looks like we have our blocks of gold. The crafter's working, and from my understanding, the crafter is relatively reliable so long as I don't get any weird items, but so far, after that 45-minute session, we only got gold nuggets, and we only also got rotten flesh. So the good thing about that is that I can just use this dispenser here, this dropper, to just plop the rotten flesh there to just despawn and go away and never be seen again, and the only stuff we actually get are the blocks of gold which we are seeking. Now it is time for me to go to my Christmas dinner, and that means I'm going to be on my way, and I'm going to sit, I'm going to AFK, and to be a very happy person with a full belly, full of lots of Christmas cheer. Alright, let's get to our location. There, this little glass enclosure. All done. Let's go. Now, I can attest I was gone for exactly 2 hours for the Christmas dinner. So let's check. How much gold did we get? Okay. So, a stack and a third. So, we're making definitely noticeable progress. But thankfully, this is just an accident block, because I think we can actually, in fact, generate enough of this. I mean, look at me. Building with gold blocks. What does it come to? Why is that what I'm doing with my time? I wonder. It's fun, though. It's fun. I can't wait to build with gold blocks. Well, I just wanted to check how much I got after 2 hours. So, we're gonna keep going. I'm gonna go back to my little AFK chamber. Alright, I left this running for a few hours. Before I go to bed, I'm going to check this one last time. Okie dokie, moment of truth. How much is in here? That is a lot more than I was expecting. Oh my goodness. We got like an extra stack and like a third. And okay, we're making progress. I might just make it. This may just work. Oh man, I missed it. Just by the fringe. Well, only a art and a half of damage. Okay, we're AFKing. Alright, it is very early in the morning. How much do we got? You. All night, and I got that much? That's not good. Well, at least it's better than nothing. Might I let it run for 15 minutes? Let's see if our luck is weird. I will land on this. I will land on this. I will not land on this. I will climb this ladder successfully. I will climb this ladder successfully. I will climb this ladder successfully. Okay, luck? Not really. Not really. We're at 4 stacks of gold blocks though, which is 4 stacks more than yesterday. So yeah, that works. Oh wait, hold on. I should probably check. Did something go awry in this overnight? This is probably some information worth evaluating. Oh, that's why. Okay, I need to do some redstone for this right here. Oh, you thought this was a mess before. I've had even more messy logic so that whenever we get either a feather or a raw chicken, we end up with it being filtered out and disposed of. Okay, the logic's not working. Why isn't it working? Why have you broken for no reason? This is a standard hopper sorting system. That's all that is. Why isn't it working? Okay, my working theory is that because this redstone circuit was originally over here, this torch was messing with it. That's just my theory. I don't know if it's true. It might just be that Minecraft mechanics and redstone mechanics have changed to spite me. That's probably what happened, but instead I'm gonna fix this and be hopeful. Never mind. It wasn't mechanics that were messed up. I was very, very not smart. I was doing very, very not smart things. I was using filler items as items that automatically traverse through the hoppers, which means I should use something that does not actually traverse through these hoppers. Magma blocks. You're good. You're good. You're good. Okay, now the hope is that this will never ever break. Not ever again. And then let's gather the last little bit of gold. There. Now nothing should end up in here that would break it. In theory. In theory. Alright, let's put our stuff back. I'm missing a hopper. Items should pass through this and not break. Man, I'm annoyed. I lost so much gold from that oopsie daisy. I need to put a ladder up here. Yeah, flying on the other roof is the bane of my existence. Alright, do we at least have more? We do at least have more. Okay, good. Is anything at all broken? That's not broken. That's not broken. That's not broken. That's not broken. And that's not broken. Okay, in theory, these are the only things that could possibly break. And it looks like this farm is slowed. It's bottlenecked by the speed of the hoppers. I'm actually getting a lot more stuff than I'm actually getting, if that makes any sense. Because look, we got stuff just like existing here, and yeah, this farm is too fast for my hopper system. Okay, well, I'll take it. I think that's a perfectly good problem to have. There, I got up here nicely. Alright, like 2 hours later, I have decided I do in fact want to test to see if this thing has been working. Hold on, let's try and get on the ladder. This is gonna happen every single time until I think I need to make a bridge with glass. Look at my ugly bridge! Look at it! And also, this thing is still working. It has not broken yet, and we now officially have this many gold blocks, which is definitely no small amount, but it's definitely not a little. Well, I don't know if I actually owe you an explanation for how this works, but I'm going to give you an explanation for how this works. So what you do is you go into the Nether Waste biome, which is where Ziglins spawn the most, and then you go to the Nether roof, and then you go to the very tip top of the world, and then a little bit below that you make some big magma discs. And the magma discs need to have an opening in them where you surround it like so with a column of turtle eggs. It's turtle eggs because Ziglins like to step on them. And then you have, in that little disc opening, you have open trapdoors. Those will read as full blocks to the Ziglins. They will try to walk onto it to get to the turtle eggs, and then they will fall to their death. You go down below it, and you make a 24 or longer block drop, and they will die instantly. And then you collect it however way you wished. I chose to craft I chose to use auto crafters to craft the gold nuggets into gold ingots into gold blocks. But of course that does come with a bottleneck where the farm itself is generating Ziglins more quickly than the hoppers can handle. So the hoppers are genuinely, when I am in my little chamber, they are dropping more than their items can propagate through. So I am getting items in gold despawning, which is unfortunate. But yeah, from here, as you can see, the Ziglins are spawning on top of the magma discs. The amount of discs doesn't really matter all that much. You just want a big spawn area. So I did 4 discs of radius 12. That's just what I chose. You can optimize it however you want. But like in general, when you're up here, the mob cap is saturated, and you just get a ton of spawns. So like, there are ways to get it even more efficient, but I think for the purposes of what I need, this is efficient enough, and I'm not going to bother to make it better. A couple things to note: do not make the discs too large. If they're larger than 24 blocks, you're going to end up with Ziglins spawning that will not be attracted to the turtle eggs. You have to have your stasis chamber, your AFK chamber. You want it to be roughly 24 blocks or more away from the base. I don't know if that's how the actual distance is, but it has to be far enough that you don't actually hinder spawning. So yeah, with that, I'm just going to end the episode here. So enjoy your day, Happy New Year, and Merry Christmas, even though it's a little late. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!